Welcome to Riverbend Talon on WBGZ. Brought to you by the Halpin Music Company.
And we're here again.
We are. We're back. Another Thursday night in the Riverbend area.
That's Pigpen talking.
And that's Dennis talking.
All right. Now we're all caught up with each other talking. You know, the show's brought to you by Halpin Music Company and Mr. Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance.
Thank you so much for the sponsorship.
Yep.
Thanks for the good musical instruments through the years, and thanks for the insurance.
Whoa.
There we go. So we are going on tonight here like we always do at 6 p.m., but there's something weird. Something's amiss.
You're the emisser. So explain to me. What's
amish. Something is amish. You know, I when I was going out of town towards the Framley Fest last weekend.
That wasn't last weekend.
The weekend before, yeah. Whatever. I'm off by a few weeks.
Well, that's why I'm trying to catch you up.
As you're heading down 70, there's a big Amish place, right? And it's got a huge, it sells Amish furniture and stuff right on the highway.
I don't believe you. But anyways.
And they got a huge electronic sign that says Amish furniture. But it's electronic. It's like one of those digital signs.
Oh, I see the joke now.
And as I was going by, I thought, something is Amish.
Oh, gosh.
No, all right. We don't have a guest yet.
That's
what's amiss.
That's why you're...
Yeah, that's why I'm killing time with bad jokes. But
well, you know...
we got a lot of gigs to cover. But,
you know.
Yeah, Lighthouse Sound guys I'm sure they're on their way.
Well...
You know.
You be sure of that. And we'll move on to telling people what's happening Thursday.
I'm
we'll
sure.
see what happens. You know
way.
what I mean? If you're so sure, they'd be here.
Well, you know, I'm kind of sure something might happen.
Well, you know.
So anyway, what's going on this weekend?
Well, you know, we haven't made it today. How about we start with tonight?
There we go. Sorry, I was texting them going, hey,
exactly.
Where are you? I forget we're on camera now. Normally I get away with that sort of thing. I forget we're on camera now.
We went on a minute early, too.
Oh, well, there's the problem.
Yeah,
See?
I mean, 1 minute.
That means at the end of the show there's going to be this extra minute that I'm not going to know what to say for that minute. So
well, for this minute, we're gonna take a moment to thank Alec Tonke for all he does helping us. You know, because we never do.
He's right now. He's out at the front door looking
right,
for a guest.
And that's why I brought it up because there's been a few times when we've been sitting here trying to do both.
Right,
it's nice to know that we're covered. So, anyways, we got the sea shanties going down at Morrison's. Of course, we got the open mic at the Germania Brew House tonight, and then the open mic. Raging Cajun with Jamie Dunn and Devon McClendon. And there's your text, so go ahead and check that out.
Oh, yeah, man.
DJ Denies breaking news across Pigpen's cell phone.
Here it is. I'm going to read it out loud over the air.
Yeah, let's do it.
I said, are you on your way? And it says, yeah, comma, almost there.
Oh, well.
There you go.
They have to go like 2 blocks. I know, so... You didn't time an hour.
I think it's a block and a half.
They got ready to leave at like 2 minutes till and then had to go to the restroom.
Well, it happens. It happens to the best of us. So anyway.
No, that's when you lose your keys. And you're like, where's my keys?
Hey, let's get back to what's going on because I'm excited about this next one, though.
Oh, what? DJ Denice? Dwayne Williams?
No, it was the one after that.
That's why I went to there because you were going to make me skip it. DJ Denice, Dwayne Williams, down at Bossanova tonight. Now we'll get to your exciting breaking news.
Echo Bass Quartet is going to play in the Pocket Park.
Right.
And Grass and Stone at Jacoby's.
Right. And
Midwest Maui, 7 p.m.
to 10 p.m.
To 10 p.m. at the night market.
Right.
So there you go, man. All that's going on right there at the night market, which is at the Pocket Park, and Jacoby's, which is connected to the Pocket Park.
Right.
So big night there.
Man, they are just tearing it up this year at the night market.
I know, man. It's been a great one.
And really kudos to all the venues along there because, you know, if you go to Germania Brew House's website or Jacoby's or the night markets, they're all promoting the same thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Working as a team.
Yeah. Speaking of cool little places, how about down in Granite, the variety they're doing at Imperial Pub? So tonight they've got Solomon Crow with Joshua James.
And is that Sharon, that's Sharon Crow. I said it wrong anyway. Let's just move on.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You said it wrong. DJ Josh, 9 p.m. at the Back Bar in Edwardsville. Adam Gaffney and the Highway Saints at the Stagger Inn in Edwardsville tonight. And Cree Ryder up at George's Local Brew in Jerseyville.
You know where I just saw Cree Ryder play?
Isn't that that's your buddy Andy, right? That's Andy Coco.
Well, he plays with the Cree Ryder band
Right,
sometimes. He plays bass with quite a few bands.
He
Cree
does.
Ryder was playing guitar with Sean Cannon and the Voodoo Players
there
at
you go.
Family Fest.
So
There you
that's
go.
probably just him.
Yeah,
tonight.
that's just Cree Ryder. Otherwise, it would say in the Family band.
Well, if you've ever seen the stage at George's Local Brew, it'd be hard to get a full band on it.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
so they normally do like 1 or 2 person acts, something like that. And I still don't know what the wheel is on the wall. There's a wheel that you spin. I don't know what it is. Somebody needs to go there and tell us. Which brings me to another point I'd like to bring up. I want to say thank you to all the fans out there that's been tuning into our show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been here. I had a lot of
Everywhere we
people
go.
telling me they like it.
Yeah,
it's
and
great.
we're hearing emails at cottonmouth.org.
Yeah.
We've got venues contacting us now to make sure, their shows are announced.
Right, yeah.
Is this
Hey,
working or something?
I think-
I didn't think it would.
Is this thing on? Is this thing working? Is this thing on?
Well, it's just attributed to the great fans and the great music scene that we got.
And the Grateful Dead.
It's
Oh,
just,
wait a minute.
I don't know nothing about them.
I don't know. You said the great
So-
fans.
well,
the great venues.
if you want to get into CIA conspiracies and how the Grateful Dead worked for them and all that, I guess we could go there, but we got a lot to talk about.
All right,
so
let's
I
talk
think we
about
should
something
move
else.
on.
Let's do that.
Yeah. So let's move on to Friday night.
What do we got going on Friday night at the Backroom?
Well, it's the MyCityMyMusic.com hip-hop showcased.
Right on.
Right, so they've got this. They've got featuring Rinaa, Phoenix, LaShawn, and DN. And I seen a meme, and there's like a bunch of other names on there. It's hard to read. It's like written out in the word for the event.
All right.
There's a ton of different guys, and I was hoping Justin maybe could have.
I
filled
bet he
us
can.
in
Yeah,
more
I'm sure
when he
can.
gets here. But
He's almost here.
there's a bunch of different people that are hip hop people. performing.
Almost
Right.
there.
Right. So we'll move on that one. Matt Taul, 6 to 9, Friday at Bigelos Bistro in Edwardsville.
sir.
Triple play.
All right.
That's Dave Forker, Bob Warner, and I'm drawing a blank on the third. But local guys down
Nice.
at Chez, Maryland, 7 p.m.
Awesome.
Somebody at Morrison's, they're still working on getting their site together. Now I don't want to bother them,
Fake
got-
news. I'm going to go ahead and say it. The Blarney Man.
Okay, well,
fake news.
I'm saying Mila Duffy.
Ah,
I bet I'm
Duffy.
closer.
Yeah, you probably are.
Anyways, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Flipside, 8 p.m. at the franchise.
In
this
Wood
Friday
River.
night.
Right. Bonehead doing the Pump House at 9:30 Friday. Scott and Karl doing the Grafton Loading Dock.
Right on. Oh, look who's walking in.
All right.
Have
Well,
a seat. Go ahead and climb aboard here.
Let's go through the rest of Friday, and then we'll ask him about the hip-hop thing.
MyCityMyMusic.com.
Right.
Hip-hop
We'll
showcase.
get back to that.
All right.
Lefty Daytona, 5 to 8, and Hideous Gentleman at 9 p.m. at the Stagger Inn Friday night. Brooklyn Charmers. That's a Steely Dan tribute at the Wild Inn.
nice.
Yeah. Lanny and Julie doing the Lakehouse at Buffalo Park on Friday. Unbroken up at Roosters Pub in Staunton. Rivertown doing Bossanova on Friday night. The Skylark Brothers at the Hog Pit on Friday night.
Excellent.
Jonathan Baker due out at Baker's and Hale on Friday. Isaiah Christian at George's Local Brew in Jerseyville. Here's a new venue. Teddy LeMaster playing at JJ Thermos. That's in Eastgate Plaza in East Alton.
Huh.
Yeah,
All
I don't
right.
know how long it's been there, but it's been there most of the summer. It looks like I'm just now finding out about it.
Wow. There used to be a venue down there. I played down in the Eastgate Plaza years ago. I bet you had too, back in the corner there.
That same place is there, the banquet center, Julius,
wow.
or
Okay,
whatever.
there you go.
Or it was.
That's been like 20 years ago. So
And then wrapping up Friday, Dead Man's Bridge at Patrick's Bar in Granite City. Let's
that's the Friday night.
let's invite our guest in.
Mr. Justin Level, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Let's read his
Excuse
text
my-
one more time.
Excuse my tardiness.
I said, "Hey, are you on your way?" And he said, "Yeah, comma, almost there." I like it. I like the
you.
comma.
That comma was huge.
But the
Saved us.
It's not the I mean, a comma is not as cool as an apostrophe, but it's all right,
Right?
The
It's
crux
still
of the
needed.
biscuit is the apostrophe.
Whoa.
Sure.
Whoa. Now we're getting down to some real quotes.
Now we're getting down to some
I'll go along with
business
the
here.
Zappa quotes.
So welcome to the show, man.
Thank you for having me on again, gentlemen.
Yep, and we got big news. Lighthouse Studios, new place. Finally got the official grand opening. Not the we're recording people, but we're not talking about it much.
That's right. That's right.
The big official grand opening. When's that coming up?
That is August 31st.
See, I knew, but I wanted to
Yeah.
ask you as if I didn't.
It's one of the things that I actually know about this place.
So we're gonna ask you some other questions. You can be like, I don't know.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
50-50 chance on that. We'll see.
Whatever you say goes.
That is true. I let the guys know. 'Cause,
Exactly.
You know, that we had played this thing, and there's been some crazy stuff going on as far as what's going on in the building.
I
So
bet.
we all couldn't make it. And I told the guys, I'm like, this is pretty much going under my direction now.
Right.
You understand that?
So
I'm down.
you can pretty much make up whatever you want. You can be like Alex St. Sin has a room in the back where
I
he
could.
cooks up little. I don't know. What
I
he
could.
does.
And how would you know if it's a lie or not? Unless you come in and check us out.
Which I'm going to because I want to see what's going on in that back room. St. Sin's cooking it. No,
Yeah, it's good back there. It's good back there.
Well, I'm glad they trust you.
Yeah.
Trust you.
Yeah.
You've come a long way.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Come
We
along.
were there like, no, put that down. Don't bother that.
Yeah. I've weaseled my way in, definitely.
Right. Now they're like, go ahead and speak for us.
Right.
You have the power.
When he first started working down there, I was like, "What's it like?" He's like, "They smack my hands a lot." Don't touch
Actually,
that.
that's so far from the truth because I would go down there and be like, you know what? I think that scaffolding is a little high for me, so I'm just going to stand down here and just kind of direct traffic.
Right.
Good play, man.
Yeah.
Afraid of heights. That got you out of a lot of stuff, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
You been doing a lot of painting over the last few months? Or?
Oh, more than I want to ever do again. And not to mention that, but I also moved into a new place, so I painted that whole thing too.
Oh, wow.
So I am completely 100% over it.
Now, why did you even paint the new house? The house didn't look that bad. I was there.
Nah, well, I mean,
I
it's
would have
just,
left that paint. It's fine.
I don't know. I feel like anywhere I go, I always try to make it my own a little bit. It's kind of the same with the studio. There are a lot of things that I've been like, it would look really good, and then I just do it and hope they all like it. And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Okay, so because we had some tardiness, let's back up real quick
Whoa,
and
dude,
tell
he's
everybody.
fine. He's
Now
not
wait
tardy.
a minute. You're like, here's a guy from Lighthouse Sound. There's people out here right now going, who's the guy? Who is the guy they're talking to? It's just a guy. How about saying Justin Level is the guy that's here?
Oh, I thought I'd say that. I'm sorry. Justin left.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Now,
I
not
didn't realize I
only-
introduced you as the guy.
Well, there's
fine.
more to it, right? Because
That's
it's not
fine.
just the guy from Lighthouse. It's the guy from Lighthouse, the guy from the Backroom and Bottom of Barrel, the guy from the old bakery brewery,
yeah.
the guy from the Sandwich Brothers band. Is he in that band?
He
The
was
guy
not with
in-
the brothers. He was with the
guy in
sandwich band. But
the
the
Mind Frames,
yeah.
right?
And-
I'm sure there's more.
Healthy Fears.
Healthy
those guys
Fears.
still
No,
going around?
is that it?
Yeah,
Or are you
Healthy-
changing names on me?
No,
again?
he was in
okay.
Healthy
I was
just
in
making.
that, yeah.
I just wanted to make sure you had the name right.
He did.
yeah,
He
yeah.
did.
Okay.
He's taking his notes.
And not only that, I could tell you the guys who were in Healthy Fears before that were in Rivertown. Is that right?
River City Sound.
See,
It was
Yeah,
so
close. I was so close.
You were so close
I'm digging
there.
way back in my brain on that one, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think River City Sound would have played at Bossanova. Because Rivertown's playing down there Friday night.
Yeah, River City Sound. Yeah,
They would have blown the window off that place.
They were a little heavy
Which is
for that.
okay,
Yeah.
That's why we got the Backroom and Bottom Barrel for that kind of stuff.
That's right. That's right. And
Speaking of that, what is this hip hop show?
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
so there is a guy who I got on board named Jason Kalstead. I hope that's how you pronounce his last name.
All right.
But he's been a huge help. He's going to take on the brunt of the promotional aspect of the Backroom as well as a lot of the booking.
Nice.
And one thing that we talked about when I brought him on board was how diverse we wanted, what we were offering to the community. He's like, well, I've got this huge network of, hip-hop and rap guys already. I'm like, all right, well, cool. Bring them on in. So we talked about doing a monthly showcase, and this on August 16th, so tomorrow, this Friday, is going to be the first installment of that. So the Backroom is going to have a hip-hop showcase the third Friday of every month.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. Unless
Nice.
something happens, we have to reschedule, but we'll as close to that as possible.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
That's awesome. Finally, somebody doing hip hop.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And
it's lacking.
And when I met Jason, it was a show that he set up at the Backroom that I ran sound for. The entertainment that he brought in was great. He was very professional. He DJ'd the show as well. He knew what he was doing there.
Nice.
So it was an easy, person to think about having on board.
Perfect.
Yeah, excellent. Welcome aboard. What was his name?
Jason Kalstead? I hope that's it.
Some guy I work with.
I heard a question mark. I heard a question mark at the end of that name. Is that spelled with a question mark at the end of it?
No.
Jason
No. It was
Kalstead?
honestly, it was one of those things. I met him. I knew his first name, and then we added each other on Facebook, and I never bothered to ask because I don't know. It just wasn't that important.
I'm going to call him Jason Wim Wham Flim Flam Ding Ching.
That's fine.
We don't know. It could be. I could
do.
be as close as you. You don't know. You admitted
True.
it.
We're going to get to know him because we'll have to have him on
We're
to
gonna
talk
have him
about
on.
the showcase down there.
And what's going on at Backroom, because obviously Justin.
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know
that's
anymore.
right.
Right.
So, well, congratulations on the break. I mean, because
Thanks.
that you're staying pretty busy.
Yeah. Well, that was another part of it too. With everything that else is going on, especially Lighthouse, I needed somebody that could really put in 110% to that, and I knew at that point that wasn't me, right?
Yeah.
I had to step back and give it to somebody else. Now, I will still be booking, I'll be running sound, I'll be there in other aspects, but as far as, who's going to be, just kind of
spearheading it.
Exactly. It's going to be this guy. And then we've also made some changes as far as where we're getting our sound equipment, so that's coming from somewhere else.
Oh.
We're pretty much just changing the whole team up. There have been a couple things throughout the past maybe 4 or 5 months that some have been great, some not so much, and it's been a lot of learning involved, and how can we make this the best place that we possibly can, make everybody feel included and comfortable, make sure that every artist, musician, whatever in town has a place that they can go and do their thing.
Nice.
And then make sure everybody's taken care of, and that's what I.
Woo, that's a task.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, you didn't put out much you didn't have much to take care of then. That's pretty easy, right? To cover all those bases. That's like
right.
Easy.
So, that's what I started this whole thing to try to do, and now that I've got people who share that same passion that are involved and are wanting to make it happen as well, I think that things are just going to go uphill from here.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, cool, positive vibe.
Yeah.
What about Old Bakery? You still doing that stuff?
I am, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
We've got some new entertainment coming in. I've talked to Big George Jr. from here in town.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I've got him locked.
GK.
Yeah. They've done a lot of stuff for us. I've made an arrangement with him where now, instead of him just doing kind of our off-site events, now I've got him coming in for Saturdays in the restaurant, so we can really have a party in there.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah, man.
Yeah, that's all going great too. I'm really hoping to start to be able to utilize the event space more, to have some bigger shows and stuff like that, because it's just one, it's a great space, and an all-weather place too, where you can fit a few hundred people.
If you fill that room up, if you get enough people in there, that is a great room.
Yeah.
If it's empty, it's a little boingy.
For sure.
It's a little boingy. But I'm telling you what, that Sean Cannon show that was down there, man, they sounded fabulous down there. We played down there years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And there wasn't anybody in there, and it was pretty boring.
Yeah.
There was like 10 people watching us or something.
I've been there, brother. I've been there.
But again, weeks after we played in there, I thought, well, that room just isn't very good because, I saw Jake's leg in there. The room was packed. It sounded great. There was enough bodies to absorb all the boinginess.
Sure. Well, I mean, it's
bouncing
just
around.
essentially a big glazed brick room.
Yeah,
I can't really do much with that.
What you did down at the back room, putting up the sound clouds, because that's the same thing. You're dealing with just a brick room, basically, back there.
True.
It's a much
More
smaller
manageable.
area,
Right.
so it was more manageable. It was easier to just throw up some clouds and a few things to absorb it. I'm sure there's things could help with that, but really the thing is, as long as there's a crowd in there, that room sounds great.
Right. And I think for that place, I don't want to oversaturate, having shows there. I don't want to, basically do anything that I can just do at the back room. It's got to be something that's big and, worth the cost of the space, because you're talking about staffing that has to be there. You're talking about, the beer that you're selling there, all that has a cost. So it needs to be something that's going to be bringing in, a couple hundred people at minimum. Right. And like you said, if you got enough people in there, then it sounds
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
So a lot more going on the other side of the wall, though. If you got NGK band over there, because that was always been kind of like more of an acoustic situation in the restaurant.
Exactly. And the more I started to, one, I work every Saturday there for the most part, so I see everybody that I book.
So you're like, if I have the best band in, what band's it going to be since I got to be here? And
Who do I like?
Big George Brock is a good choice.
Good choice right there.
He's very entertaining.
Well, I thought as I started to see, we have so many talented people that come in.
Right.
We really do. And, it's great to hear that, especially for me because I'm at work, and it's nice, especially when it's a really good jazz band. This guy, Guy Cantawine is his name.
Yeah.
He's got a monthly gig there.
Nice.
And he's always bringing in just top-notch jazz musicians. Fantastic people.
Sweet.
But, since they're at a restaurant, for the most part, to most people, it's background music, right?
Yeah.
So how do you change that, right? You change the dynamic of what's being played. If you have a band in there that's really upbeat and rocking and getting and interacting with people and getting them up, who's to say that we couldn't have, maybe 3-4 couples out there dancing and people standing around the band watching and enjoying themselves?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You get Big George up there, people are going to get up and dance.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. And
there's going to be some dancing going on.
Yeah, and that's what I'm hoping for too, because there are some times where the dinner rush gets over at, say, 8:30, 8:45. Well, the band's still playing for another hour 15. And they're just playing to nobody. It's like, that's that's the nature of the beast.
Well,
but ultimately, if you're going to fill that void, then have something a little bit more upbeat.
I think that's a great plan because I've been to a lot of restaurants. We always talk about Matt Taul up at Bigelos.
Mm-hmm.
Man, every time I go up there, it's like he finishes playing and I'm the only one clapping. Everyone else just eating their dinner.
Yeah.
Right. And it's a lot of it comes down to like what you said. It's what kind of music is being thrown out there. If it is something upbeat, well, man, something especially like Big George, he'll have people go down there just because he's playing. That want to dance.
Sure, absolutely.
They want to have some libations. They want to,
What time do you start down there on Saturday?
So we start at 7 and it goes to 10.
Right.
Now,
that's a little better for dancing.
Absolutely.
Where Matt's 6 to 9, he's got a little more dinner action in the 6-7 hour. You know what I mean?
If we continue to have mostly, I guess, what you would consider quote unquote dinner music. If we have more of that, then we may push it back to 6 and do 6 to 9, because then the artist will have more interaction with people before everybody starts to bail at the end of the night. But if it's, I absolutely agree. If it's going to be something like that, you're gonna lock into a whole other crowd there.
Right. Mm-hmm. So now, let me get this straight: is Big George like going to be a steady guy down there? Is that what you're saying? Or
I've got him on the calendar for 2 more dates this year.
Okay.
And then I'm going to try to solidify something a little more consistent next year.
Okay.
For the most part, I've got, I want to say, at least 60% of the rest of the year already booked out.
Wow.
Maybe even a little bit more than that.
Cool.
So next year, I want to, like the Guy Cantawine situation. I know that he's bringing different people in every month, so it's a different thing, even though it's in the same vein. So if I can keep somebody like Big George, or if anybody else wants to get on board that's like that, it can be a more consistent thing, maybe a bi-monthly or quarterly kind of situation.
Because it's not the exact same show every time they come back.
Right, exactly.
There you go. All right, well, thanks for catching us on the old Bakery Brewery. And who's down there? It's Big George's Saturday, right?
No, this Saturday. Oh, I should know this off the top of my head. I've got it on my...
That's okay, because I don't have it. Me and you've been contacted each other, keeping up with this here a little bit lately.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jeez. It's the Dead Roses.
Okay.
This Saturday. They're doing an after Rock the Hops kind of...
Okay, yeah.
By the way, Aaron
Which is
Joe,
why I didn't have anybody.
Aaron Joe, if you're listening, I have your washboard. You left it at Framley Fest.
Okay.
Get your washboard. Aaron Joe.
Yeah, I keep meaning to contact her. I know she's listening. She has to be.
And
I can guarantee it.
I'm sure she's playing Rock the Hop somewhere, right?
Yeah, they're playing at State Street Market, I believe.
That was an outstanding segue into Rock the Hops, by the way.
Oh.
I know you totally had that planned out, and the way you just went right into it there, it was amazing.
Professional. It's a
So
professional
you do this
thing.
showing up, you're going to be as good as Pigpen.
Hey, 30 years of radio, non-consecutive.
So while we're on the subject of Rock the Hops and the Old Bakery Brewery, let's take a look at what's going on down there for the event. Ilphonic's going to kick things off down there at 2:45 to 3:30, and then Wes Hoffman from 4:15 to 4:45. Aid the Beast 5:30 to 6:15, and then 7 to 8 Pono AM, who's playing at the Bottle and Barrel pretty soon too with the Mind Frames, right? So a chance to catch them down at the Old Bakery.
They're great. Yeah,
for
absolutely.
Rock the Hops. What do you know about Ilphonics? What can you tell us?
No, I don't know much about it.
It's good you said that, because what I'm going to tell you is all you got to do is check out the new Sunken Press article from Corey Davenport. Have you seen it on Rock the Hop?
I have. I saw there was an article. I've been a little busy today, so I haven't read it yet. But
it's outstanding, and it's free. Because it's a subscription thing he's doing. So this is a good chance, if you haven't checked out the sunkenpress.org, to dive in, fellow musicians and musician fans, to Rock the Hops article that's going to tell you all about each band. And it even tells you at the end of each time frame which one Corey's going to go to. So
excellent.
Kind of gives us.
But he also tagged videos for every band on there.
There's videos and everything.
So you can just click on
the Ilphonics video. So there you go. They've got a video. Right, yeah.
Nice.
And
man, nice job there. He really covered the Rock the Hops very well. So that's what Old Bakery, Ilphonics, Wes Hoffman, Aid the Beast, and that Aid the Beast. That's one of the guys from Spilly Nelson, maybe. Who is that? I've got the Aid the Beast CD. I can't remember who it is now.
Well, I know Ilphonics is bringing their brand of hip-hop fusion of rock, soul, funk, and alternative to Rock the Hops, according to Corey, who did the research. He went to each and every band's website, and Wes Hoffman, a positive punk from Collinsville, plays guitar.
Positive punk.
Yeah.
He does not want to be an anarchist. Conformist.
But his article is broke down into times, which anybody who's ever went to Rock the Hops, that's important, because like trying to see everybody's impossible.
Yeah, you can't.
You got to go through the list, and you got to go, okay, where am I going to be, and how long does it take me to get to that place?
Right. Yeah, you have to map it out to see certain bands, or you can just go willy-nilly, and you're going to see good stuff.
Well, you talked about the Dead Roses playing down at Old Bakery. Well, they're going to play earlier that day at the State Street Market from 2:15 to 3:15. So then later that night, you can catch them after Rock the Hops at the Old Bakery, right?
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
At the after show.
Also at the State Street Market, it's going to be Zach Sullentrup, Lauren Waters. She's played down at the Bakery. And then catching the Westbound.
Last Saturday, actually. Yeah.
Right
catching the Westbound, 6:30 to 7:30.
There you go. That's a good lineup at the State Street Market.
Right. Well, since we're on it, let's move on. What do you think?
Let's do it, man. Tony's Vogue Room.
Right. Bastard and the Crows, 2:30 to 3:15. That I think I would have to be in that. That'd be tough. Dead Roses or Bastard and the Crows. Ooh.
Yeah, lots of
15
decisions
minutes
to make.
apart, right?
That's
see?
the thing.
Right.
Lots of decisions to make.
Okay, so
Potomac Accord.
4 to 4:45, 5:30 to 6:30 is Bronx Cheers, and then 7 to 8 Hideous Gentlemen.
Man, another. See, every one of these venues has a really good lineup, and again, it makes it hard to decide where am I going when. I mean, I kind of know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I'm going to be at the Backroom of the Bottle and Barrel the whole day. So
hey, there we go.
Now, I'm guessing at some of these names, but from what I know about these bands, this could be the loudest place in town right here.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and that's good for me.
Yeah.
2:45 to 3:15, Reaver. 3:45 to 4:15, Overnighter.
Yep.
4:45 to 5:30, the Dad Band, 33 on the Needle.
The Dad Band. Right? That's hilarious.
I seen someone do a review on them that said that, so I'm just quoting what I think. The other Dad Band, DiBiase, that's at least part of the band. 6 to 6:45. They've got a new release out too, right?
DiBiase?
I believe so.
I have not heard that. But the bass player Winkler, he's got
back
got
to that guy.
He's got that other project going on
Mr.
that I'm interested
Illuminati.
in.
Right, Wink Lure, you know.
7:15 to 8 p.m. Sisser?
Yeah, Sisser.
Yeah. So this that's going to be at the Backroom. That's the lineup for Saturday at the Backroom, starting 2:45, going through 8 p.m.
So I'm not familiar with Sisser. Are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay,
actually.
well, you're going to be.
Yeah, I'm going to be.
We'll find out come 7:15.
I honestly didn't know the lineup for this until they released it just the other day.
Well, you're not the only one. That's
Right.
kind of how it went.
Yeah.
And we're just finding out about this stuff, so it makes
Keep
it
them in
a
suspense.
little bit harder to, keep up with it. But we got it going, right?
You got to leave in a little mystery, right?
Sure.
And then, we can just default to the sunkenpress.org and go there. 'cause
Right.
that's way better than what we're talking about right now.
Look, could we just plagiarize the rest of this show, please?
I'm sure you won't mind.
Yeah. So moving on, Jacoby Art Center.
How about palpitating hexing rock? That's
What?
what Corey calls scissor.
Okay, say it one more
See,
time.
that's a word I can't even read. It's too big for me. I'm just passing.
Corey. 3 syllables, bro. Keep it down where we can understand what you're saying.
Please,
Please.
and thank you.
Please dumb it down for me.
He said I'm going to Pono AM during that time, so he's
Okay.
made his decision.
There you go.
We'll move on to Jacoby's.
All right.
Kilvarez, 2:30 to 3 at Jacoby's. Then our buddies Astral Moth,
Yeah.
3:30 to 4.
Nice.
Looking forward to seeing them.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting show. I'm bumming I'm not going to see them, but
I'm headed to that one.
Yeah.
I think. Then 4:30 to 5, Ian Whitmore. 5:45 to 6:30, Jesus Christ Supercar.
love that name.
Me too.
Love
Me
that
too.
name.
No offense to the other bands, but I think they win best band name.
Yep.
For the festival.
Jesus Christ Supercar. That's good, man.
Yeah. I just wonder what a supercar is.
You don't know?
It's like the Mach 5. That would be a supercar. Or was it like the Mach 5's arch enemy?
No, this is
that
like
giant
Kit.
tank thing it chased around in that one episode.
This is like Kit.
Oh, okay.
Hello, David. I will turn the light off for you.
Well, one of my favorite bands is going to wrap up Jacoby's, The Fade.
Oh,
Yeah.
6:45 to 7:30.
Yes.
I could watch her play drums all night.
That girl can drum.
That whole band is all of them are just
Yeah, they
next
got it.
level good.
Yep.
They got
They're
it.
so
man.
good.
All right, so let's move on to Germania for Saturday's Rock the Hop. 2:30 to 3, Cal Stevens. 3:30 to 4:15, Not Found. Well, here's the funny thing about that. In Corey's article, he said he went to find stuff on him. He can't find
You
it.
can't find it. It's
Dude,
not-
they're keeping the shit consistent.
Yeah,
You gotta respect that.
So, yeah, he thought that was awesome. I do, too.
Oh, man.
4:30 to 4:45, Sandy Savage. I think that's how you say it, right?
All right. Yeah, that's how I would say it. Sandy
5:15 to 6, Joey Arlene. And then 6:30 to 7, Slowly Coping. That's Germania Brewhouse
Savage. All right.
on Saturday for Rock the Hops. And then finally, down at the Post Commons, the old post office,
Yeah.
our friends Prairie Rehab kicking it off down
Oh,
there.
nice.
2:15 to 3. Brand new videos for
she's a-
them that we recorded down at Jacoby's Art Center
I saw that.
back on, it was 420 when they
Yeah.
were there. And, so a couple of their songs we finally released at cottonmouth.org, so you can check that out.
Yeah, very nice.
Orphan Wells. Now, I believe that's Aaron Joe's in that band, or was at one time. She skips around so much.
No, that's Christo
okay.
Bachman
okay.
that's in Jesus
Oh,
Christ Supercar and the Fade.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
okay.
So he's playing 3 sets that day.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
I do like the name Orphan Wells, too. I'm
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
say that's a close second to the Jesus Christ
Yeah,
Supercar.
yeah. Okay, 4:45 to 5:30, Wreck Riddles.
Yep.
And then the Trophy Mules.
Man, that is quite a day.
Yeah, that's just Rock the Hops. on Saturday.
Yeah, that's all ending at 8 p.m. The night hasn't even started, but that's what's going on just that day.
Yeah.
That's a lot of music going on.
So excited for Rock the Hops this year, Justin?
I am. I will be at Old Bakery a majority of that time. However, I am going to bounce back and forth, hopefully, between there and Bottle, just to make sure, everything's
are
going
going-
okay.
Make sure I didn't walk out. I'm done with this. I'm so done with you, DiBiase.
Nah, man, it'll be all right.
What's
Yeah.
going on down at Lighthouse Sounds? Is it going to be open during that time? Can people like stop in and go, hey, we're walking around drinking beer. What's in here?
No, we'd rather you not do that. That's actually why we planned out the open house the way we did.
Okay.
Because we wanted to be able to take controlled groups in and lead them around the building.
Okay.
Instead of just having it open.
Willy-nilly.
Not that we don't trust anybody. It's just like, who's to say somebody doesn't accidentally
Spill
spill
a
a
beer.
bottle of water or beer on something, and
yeah.
well, there's your weekend right there. You know.
Oh yeah, there's your board right
That
there.
brand new console you spent so much time wiring up. Just
Yeah.
Oh,
That'd be terrible.
go, God Spiller.
Yeah.
But you can look in the window while you're down there.
Sure. Yeah, you can look into the window into our nice lobby.
Yeah.
Our lobby that's set up now.
Looking sharp. And then there's some photos online now too, right?
There is, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we've got a video and a photo shoot scheduled, preemptive date for September 6th. And we're going to get some tour videos put up on the website. So one just overview video of the studio as a whole and all the 3 studios that we offer. And then a more in-depth video of each. And then maybe something like our mic set and, other things that we might offer and stuff like that. Just so we can we can answer more of those questions that we're getting proactively.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Answer them without being asked them.
Right.
It's always much better that way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how did it go with the reverb room?
Well, that we just didn't have the space.
Just didn't
Right.
happen. I was
Well,
wondering about
that's
that.
the,
Last time we talked, you
so-
said they were talking about it,
Yeah,
or working
yeah.
on it. but-
that's the drum room where you lower the ceiling?
No,
that's
that-
still that's still probably going to happen.
Okay, cool.
It hasn't up to this point. Now the reverb chamber, since all of us that were in the making of this building, none of us really thought storage through, like, as a whole. So
suddenly the reverb chamber is now storage.
more or less,
yeah. Well,
however, I will say that that we do have several rooms in there that surprisingly sound much, much bigger than what they really are. For example, is our vocal booth in Studio A. If you take all the baffles down and take the area rug out, the reverb in that room is tremendous.
There you go.
Not as much as it would be
if it was all tile.
right.
I mean, if
but
it's
still,
all tile, it's just going to keep bouncing.
right. But if you're still looking to obtain that sound without being too digital with it, then we can still find places in that building to make that happen. So that's one, really nice thing about everything that's been coming together now, is because you're starting to see these possibilities. And you really see the difference in, this is how this particular drum kit sounds in this room compared to this room, compared to this room. And the differences are just so far apart. It's like we didn't think that we were going to have as many possibilities as we do now. And that's with very minimal treatment. Now if we really sit and think about it and what else can we do to build on this, we're going to have some crazy stuff going on.
But that's great to be able to just start with multiple rooms to tune a drum instead of immediately diving into digitally enhancing it, or even analog effects to enhance it. Start with the best, closest recording to what you want.
Right. I think there's a good saying, crap in, crap out. I think a lot of people would go by. And if it's, and for me that means if you have the ability to record something in the physical realm, you should absolutely do that. If it means changing an amp or placing it somewhere else or using something that's not even necessarily for that. Maybe it's just going through a home speaker because it gives you a little crackle to it.
Right.
Whatever you got to do.
Whatever gives you the authentic sound that you are looking for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, so let's go back a little ways to when you guys finally got in there with everything hooked up and got to press record for the first time. When was that?
That was for us or for a client?
No, that counts for you.
For us, okay.
Because you guys had to do that as soon as you got it.
As soon as
up.
we could, yeah. So we were all
just
all
roughly to
super
catch us up on the timeline. When you
okay, so I'd say that was probably 8 weeks ago, give or take.
There you go.
I kind of lost track of time through this whole process. It's been 2 years, so I can't.
A couple months ago, roughly, you got in there, pressed record, and turned stuff on,
and that was before any acoustic treatment was up. It was just the live room in our Studio A section, and the sound it just was so big on these drums.
Yeah.
And we were all really excited, and they were like, yeah, that sounds great for like 4 things.
Right.
But we really need to get to work on dressing this.
right.
But it was really exciting. And then by the time we had clients come in,
Which was how much later, roughly?
That was about 5 weeks ago.
Okay.
I'd say 5 or 6 weeks ago.
Okay.
And we did some pretty basic stuff while we were still getting the acoustic treatment built and installed. We would just do stuff like vocals, hip-hop stuff, singer-songwriter kind of stuff. And then we moved on to actually being able to track full bands. And I think there have been 3 or 4 records that have been cut there so far as tracking is concerned.
So can you tell us who the first one was? The official first?
It was somebody that Alex worked with, so I'm not sure the name.
We just need to document this for history.
I can tell you that...
Where are you, Alex St. Sin?
20 years from now, when people are going back...
It's my fault. It's my fault. I told them this thing was at 7, so it's totally my bad. I will say that the Hideous Gentlemen came in. And they just did a live session.
Nice.
Which was super cool, and they sounded incredible.
Right.
Just incredible in that room all together. It was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yeah, those guys always sound good.
Yeah.
Who else has been in there already?
Man, what would...
See, I'm making him remember stuff.
I know.
Well, I know Marvier Lawrence comes in and does a lot of hip-hop stuff. So he's in there, I'd say, more than any other client that we've got. I would say he's probably a little more to client at this point. He comes in, gives his point of view, and hangs out and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, just as how I was before I got involved. American Fistola was there. Man,
a lot of the stuff you can go to your Facebook page, right? And there's a little bit up on that.
If you go down the timeline, hopefully, if somebody was proactive and posted it, you can see.
Yeah. Probably tough getting everything going and then promoting at the same time.
Yeah. Well, that's the end. Now that we've got enough people that are on, that are involved and that are staffed up now, we've got people that are starting to take care of those things. So now all those things will be there immediately. So as soon as the record is done and released, we've got the link to it on the website.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
Right. You have people taking care of that, and now those balls might be getting dropped because you didn't have the staff to oversee it all.
Right. Before it was, for the most part, it was 2 or 3 people trying to take care of everything, and now we've got 6 or 7.
Nice.
On board. And
I imagine, some bands are sitting back going, I think I'm going to wait till they work out all the kinks and then schedule my band. Because, you're just firing things up.
That's not a bad call.
Exactly.
I wouldn't blame you one bit.
So kudos to the bands that have already jumped in there and helped you out, getting things set up.
Sure.
So
it's great, too, that there are multiple workspaces in there, because I'll go in there to work on a project, and there are maybe 10, 15 people in the building all together just working on separate thing. Like this group's over here, this group's over here, and it's cool to be able to walk through the hallway and there's people that are doing vocals for rap in here, and then there's like a live session down here for like an Americana band, and then there's some electronic guy in the back. It's
That's cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
that is super, and that's been a long road coming, man.
A long haul. Right, it's been a long haul.
Not so much happening in the last studio, huh? Or was that happening towards the end of you guys moving?
We had
busy.
Yeah,
like that.
Once the show came out, we started to get a lot more, at least, interest.
The small business revolution,
right? And towards the moving time, we started to get a little more packed. To where it was, you might have something in there every day, which is what you obviously want to strive for.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's great to hear. It's great to hear. Well, let's take a break.
Yep.
We got to take a break, and then we'll come back and we'll finish up what's going on this weekend around town. You going to stick around, Justin?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Let's do it.
We'll have more from Justin Level, from Lighthouse Sounds, Old Bakery Brewery, the Backroom, Bottle and Barrel, Van Halen, everything else. All right, after this.
Van Halen.
And now more Riverbend Talent
with Dennis Laird and Pig Pen.
And brought to you by the Halpin Music Company and Mr. Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance. You know what the crazy deal of the week is, Pigpen at Halpin?
What is the crazy deal of the week?
I always thought that you should have took a different route with your lead singing. You know? And I always pictured you more like Captain Beefheart.
I would love to be like Captain Beefheart and the Magic
And
Band.
I think you need a harmonica to do that.
He had a straight flute, but a harmonica would be great.
Right. and 15% off all in-stock harmonicas.
There we go. I wonder if they got anything in the key of G.
They have 7 keys, so you figure it out. Add it up and see if that one's in there, probably.
I bet it is.
You know what else they're sponsoring?
What else?
And this would be really cool to see. The 5th Annual Marching Percussion Festival, and that's on the 24th of August. Starts at 10 a.m. at Ralph Cordy Stadium on the SIUE campus. 20 ensembles.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, from different units around town.
That's a lot of percussion.
You know, this show is also brought to you by and insured by.
Fully insured.
Right.
Oh, you're fully insured?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know, it's hard to believe someone would fully insure Big Ben, but Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance.
Right now, Matt's going, he's
do
not
that.
fully insured. He pays me for the liability at best. No, I don't know.
No, he's probably like, I need to talk to him. I'll get him to buy some more here now. He thinks he's got to keep everything true, you know.
Fake news.
He's not a fake news guy. Oh, wait, he is. Anyways, hey, congratulations to Hookie. How about that?
Oh, man, so this is how this went down. You want to hear the inside scoop on this?
Yeah, so
They
just to fill people in, they're playing the Illinois State Fair.
They are.
Hey, all right.
They got offered to play the state fair, and Graham signed the contract and everything, and then his boss calls and says, hey, I need you to be out of town with me on that day. and he tells his boss, I'm contractually obligated to play the state fair. I told you I need that day off. So his boss changes the date that they're going to go out of town to 2 days early. The state fair calls and says, sorry, we need you to play 2 days earlier.
Oh, what?
And so finally he said, sorry, I can't. Our contract said this date, and they worked it out where Hookie is now. They started out they were going to be on Sunday, then they tried to kick him back to Friday, and now they've ended up on Saturday. So
That's a good day.
Yeah.
Saturday,
Yeah.
4 p.m.
yeah, they ended up getting a really good spot. I mean,
Nice.
it's not as cool as Snoop Dogg's Friday spot, but, I don't know.
I mean,
I guess.
What's this? Nobody going to see Snoop Dogg on
Well,
Friday?
no. I'm saving my energy. I've seen it before. That's why I
It's
said
not like it's George Clinton. I mean, the stuff, he ripped off.
I feel like there are a lot of people that are out there that a lot of it's just for nostalgia.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know
yeah.
what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's one of those for me. So I'm like, yeah, that'd be fun. Or I could do pretty much anything else.
Now, I've never seen Snoop Dogg. I've seen Ice Cube.
I've
I've seen Dre. I never seen
what are you
the
doing?
dog, man.
What were you
Well,
doing? Then?
I don't know. I did buy something off him in a park one day. I shouldn't talk about this. Let's move on. This was when he was hard times trying to make his first record.
Right.
He was a different man back then.
So
Not
you
like
might have been
MC.
an investor then.
I was an
As far
investor
as
in
you
his
know.
first album. I was probably
Excellent.
an investor.
Excellent.
$20 at a time.
You know, MC Hammer was a bat boy. I want to point that out. Yeah.
There we go.
yeah.
There we go.
And he had great pants.
Yeah, he did. Those were pajama pants. Those were just pajama pants, people.
He's on tour with a bunch of guys I've seen this summer. I don't know what they're doing.
I hope it's Flava Flav. I don't know why I just
I
did.
don't think so.
I'm willing to bet it's one of those nostalgia tours like I was just talking about.
You're right about that, but I don't know if it's Flavor Flav. But that's somebody I'd go more nostalgia on than Snoop. I'm just saying, just to see that clock.
Sure.
Just to see the big clock, right?
Anyways.
Tripwire, Doc Holidays this Saturday night up in
Yeah.
Cottage Hills.
And they're getting things going at Morrison's. We'll have you straightened out someday on that. Spilly
Barney
Nelson,
Man.
right?
Saying it again, the
I'm
Barney
going.
Man.
I'm going with Mila Duffy. She's playing with the Dead Roses earlier, and then
And
probably
she'll go
down to
there.
Morrison's.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
Spilly Nelson, 8 p.m. at Chez, Maryland.
Oh,
and all.
nice.
Yeah.
Good gig for those guys.
Yeah.
Good gig for
You know,
them.
I was thinking about this earlier. I think the after
Party,
show
yeah.
at Rock the Hops might be the fun one
Yeah.
because everyone's pretty well
Everyone's-
happy by then.
Everyone's wasted by then. Let's just say it. They're wasted.
Well,
There's a lot of liquor
we've got
flowing.
responsible drinkers in town.
Oh,
too.
yeah, I'm not saying they're not responsibly wasted.
right, but it's a
Responsibly
beer
wasted.
festival.
That's a good name for a band right there.
That
Responsibly
is,
wasted.
put it in the hat, brother. Put it in the hat.
Made it through the set. So, anyways, down at the Brown Bag Bistro though, Jack Twist and solo from
There
the
you
Skylark
go.
Brothers, 5 p.m.
Heck yeah.
So that's kind of going on during Rock the Hops.
It is going on right during the Rock the Hops there. He's getting in on it.
Right. Dana and John, 5 p.m. And Broken State at 9 p.m. at the Pump House in Wood River on Saturday. Randy Clemens, 3 to 6 at Aries Winery. The Warehouse Project doing it up at the Grafton Winery from 3 to 7 on Saturday. Always like the Warehouse Project.
Oh, yeah, those guys bring it. They bring it.
Up at the Hog Pit, they're doing the River Road Jeep Run. Lots of Jeeps going to be out Saturday on the River Road. The Vault will start at 1 p.m. and then Kick 22 at 6 p.m. If you're a band, Hog Pit's looking for bands.
They are.
Yeah, so get on their website or
you know what we're going to do?
Facebook page.
We're going to get Corey from the Hog Pit in here in the next couple of weeks to let everyone know exactly what to do.
Yeah, you told me you were going to get Chuck Berry, and then he passed away. So I don't know.
Look, first of all, I didn't kill Chuck Berry.
Well, I know you
I didn't
kill
sell him
him.
the stuff that killed him.
Well, probably fentanyl.
So what do you want from me, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? What do you want?
Me and R. Kelly were hanging out at his house, but we were not.
You didn't pee on him or anything.
I knew there was someone in that video that looked familiar.
Anyway.
Look, just hand me my R. Kelly thermos and let me get a drink. We'll get back to the show.
Does that come with a shot of penicillin with it?
I don't know. Penicillin? It better. It better. So anyway, the Yacht Rockers are going to be at the loading dock at 6 p.m. I don't know if I'd mentioned that, but we'll go ahead and move on to that now.
Some of the Weinsteins on that yacht, by the way. Hey, Mike LaRosa's Cabana Bar is reopening over in Portage de Sioux. We talked about that a little bit.
The last of the flooded out bars.
I know. Just now opening up. Reopening this Saturday, and they're going to have the STL dogs from 4 to 8.
There you go. And the blessing of the fleet.
Right. TBD playing 5 to 8 at the Stagger Inn again.
Great band.
Right?
Love
Great
those
band.
guys.
They're everywhere.
You know what?
I know, they play so much.
But also, after that, Alligator Wine and those guys are good, man.
Yeah.
That's Phil Wright and the boys coming over from across the river to bring it.
There's a venue that's been around forever and ever and just continues to produce, you know what I mean, Stagger in again.
People keep staggering in.
Right on. Great place to get started. Great place to put on a show like Alligator Wine's putting on Saturday night. So
There you go.
Ali, 9 p.m. at the Back Bar in Edwardsville on Saturday. Flip the Frog doing a St. Mary's Picnic in Fielden, playing at 7 p.m. Hey, our buddy Steve Scorfina.
Oh, yeah.
He's bringing out Chrome and Steel.
Nice.
And, I think that's down at LaSalle's. I got the wrong thing there.
That's not Church Street Bar? Okay, I think it is LaSalle's.
We'll see what that is. But anyways, we'll move on.
I think it's a Callous Entertainment thing. So
Yeah,
I'll look that
I
up.
seen that, and I'm pretty sure that's what I meant to put there.
Yeah.
Because
but anyway,
he changed it up on me. And
Chrome and Steel at LaSalle's, 8 p.m.
Fry Brown Band at Roosters Pub in Staunton. And then Cricket and the Grilled Avocado is going to be out the Sunset Bar on Saturday
Oh, yeah.
in Godfrey.
9 p.m.
Thurston Howell doing Uncle Lenny's in Pontoon Beach, 6 p.m. Jake Weber at the Grafton Pub.
Hold on, real quick.
Well.
Real quick. Thurston Howell. Have you seen Thurston Howell yet? No. Okay.
No.
I have yet to see it, but I love the name Thurston Howell. And I'm waiting to. I never get a chance to see him. I thought you had seen him. Anyway, let's go on to Jake Weber.
Right.
You've seen
Grafton
Jake Weber.
Pub,
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go.
Grafton Pub, 4 o'clock.
That's some
Worth a Fight. They've been out in the back room, right?
Yeah.
7 p.m. at the Grafton Oyster Bar this Saturday. Teddy LeMaster, 7 p.m. at JJ Thermo's Eastgate Plaza in East Alton. I'm going to give Teddy LeMaster props because that's how I found out about that place.
Yeah.
He promoted himself, and I'm like, they're having bands at Eastgate? And, wow, they've been doing this all summer, but Teddy's the first one that they got the message to.
Good job,
I
Teddy.
also did not know that. So thanks.
Interesting. It looked like they had a little outdoor setup down there. So
Oh, right on.
I'm kind of interested in how they did that down there.
Yeah. Now, is Elijah's going to start doing that again?
Yeah, they are doing
They
that.
are.
Are they?
They're-
That's great.
It's random, but yeah.
It is
Awesome.
the Lovejoy Banquet Center.
Yeah, and they're trying to
Okay.
be more consistent about that down there. I haven't seen a lot on that, but yeah, they're back at it.
Excellent.
Owls Band, 7 p.m. at High Flyers. That's out at the airport in Bethalto.
Yep.
And then DJ Tommy Karaoke Circus at Third Shoot in Grafton. Rock Bottom at Patrick's Bar in Granite City, 9:30. And Rock Bottom played Eddie's for years. So I think this is the first time they played it as Patrick's.
Right.
So that'll be interesting. And then taking place at Six Flags this weekend. This is how popular festivals have become.
Yeah.
They're almost commercialized now. We used to sneak off to festivals. No one knew about them. We were like,
Right.
I had a great time all weekend, came back, oh, if you only knew where I was, Well, now they're having festivals at Six Flags.
Wow. Yeah.
Flagstock.
Yeah. You got it, man. This is going to be a good one, though.
So Saturday's lineup is Twisted Fate, Fresh Rain, Brothers Walker, Michael Lynn Band, and Southern Confession, and then Remedy. So they're having bands at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 all day long.
Every hour on the hour.
And then they're doing it Sunday, and this is why I brought it up, because one of our local bands, well, 2 of our local bands are playing there on Sunday. Yep. And that's Cricket and the Grilled Avocados kicking it off at noon.
Yep.
And they'll have Radio Thief at 1 and then Sit Down and Get Down.
Nice.
3 o'clock. And then the Alexander Rue Band from 4 to 5, and then Past Ambitions and the Rosy Hips.
So a note on this: if anyone out there is thinking, "Wow, I'd kind of like to go to that," you can win tickets through Cricket and the Grilled Avocados if you go to their Facebook page. I don't know exactly how you do it. You got to go to their Facebook page, and I think it's just like, say you want to win the tickets. There's a little thing you click on there, and they're going to give away tickets, a pair of tickets. As soon as I clicked on their Facebook page, the very first thing is who wants free tickets to Flagstock.
Nice. So you just go to the Cricket and the Grilled Avocados?
Yep, Cricket and the Grilled Avocados Facebook page, and it's very self-explanatory. And there's
Cricket with a K and 2 T's, by the way, if you're searching.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go, man. You can win tickets to Flagstock through the Cricket and the Grilled Avocados band.
There we go. Excited for them guys playing Six Flags.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And how many people are sitting around going, we did so much this summer, but we never made it to Six Flags. Now there's bands down there this weekend. I'm thinking that's the best weekend to make it.
That sounds like a good weekend to go right there.
All right, back to Sunday, and we got to wrap things up. Pat Jones doing the Brown Bag Bistro at 1 o'clock. The Bonded Band, 10 o'clock down at Mike's Tin Pen, like always on Sunday night. You got to go there. Kurt Copeland's Sunday Fun Day happening as usual up at Proop at 3 o'clock, and the open mic is always on Sundays at the Stagger Inn at 9 o'clock. They do it also on Wednesdays.
Right.
Piano Joe doing the back bar at 5 o'clock in Edwardsville, and then Jim on keys 2 to 6 at Aries Resort. So
Piano Joe,
keys.
Piano Joe and Jim on keys, I think, should have a wrestling match.
They should. That'd be great. With their pianos
With
in
their
the
pianos,
ring.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm Piano Joe. Well, I'm Jim Keys. No, I don't know.
I think it'd be softer. It's like, hi, I'm Piano Joe. I'm about to slam Jim on keys.
And I'm Jim on keys. Here to let you know you're going down.
Mo Pleasure doing Grafton Winery from 2 to 6. Everyday People, 3 p.m. at the Loading Dock on Sunday. The Graham Band doing the Grafton Oyster Bar after playing the State Fair. Graham
they have to drive all the way back here to get that.
Just Graham. Mikey can just crash up there.
But Aaron McCoy, I think, is filling in at the State Fair, so he's going to have to make that trek also.
So 2 of them are.
There you go.
I still think Mikey will crash up there. But anyway, Professional Misconduct.
2
p.m. Wild Pickens in Chesterfield, Lanny and Julie, and Allen 2 p.m. at the Pump House in Wood River on Sunday. Dead Man's Bridge at the Hog Pit in Grafton. The Skylark Brothers at the Lakehouse at Buffalo Park in Maryville, 4 o'clock on Sunday. Severs and Grissom at the Grafton Pub, and John Evans, 7 p.m. at George's Local Brew in Jerseyville. And that wraps up the weekend.
That is it. That's quite a lot.
And then there's Monday. And they're still doing the open mic down at the Bottle and Barrel, right?
Which has been fantastic. So if you haven't had a chance to come check it out, 7 p.m. every Monday.
Isn't that in the front?
It is. It's on the front stage.
Right.
Yeah.
The Extraordinary Blues Band.
A host.
Hosts the open mic night. Nice. Who is the Extraordinary Blues Band?
Guys I've just met. They're
just some random.
terrible with names.
Yes. I know Mike.
I see him every.
Mike Kasich, who told me about it.
Oh, nice.
So, if Mike's involved.
Yeah.
There you go.
Time.
It's some good stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thanks a lot for coming in, Justin Level, and congratulations on your big party coming up August 31st.
Thank you. Yeah, it's free to the public until 4 o'clock. We've got some bands playing after that, but if you want to come check it out.
I'm not going to let you stop at some bands. Can you tell me a few of them? I know one's the Mind Frame.
Sure. The Mind Frames, Ian Whitmore, I believe. You see, I told you at the beginning.
I know.
I don't know. It's on the website.
You got
Check it
so many
online.
bands you got to keep up
I
with,
can't
including
anymore.
the ones you rehearse with.
You're right. I need an old school notepad so I don't have to open up my phone, scroll through.
Where's Hart? He should be here answering these questions. Where
Hart
is
is a
Hart?
busy guy. Leave Hart alone. Hart's he better
you-
be home chilling right now is what he better be doing.
You've got to have heart. That's
right.
You've got to have Hart. And
All you really
Lighthouse
need
has
is heart.
All you need is Hart.
Well, I didn't
Wait a
need
minute.
that.
Is that,
but,
that wasn't the song?
well, you know, it's
You're going to get sued now that you've
the
done that.
voice.
My phone just blipped and I got an advertisement I have to say now.
Well-
because I did a Beatles song.
That's right. That's right.
This song brought to you by Macias Insurance.
ASCAP
Matt
and-
Van Voorhis and Halpin.
ASCAP and BMI will contact you soon.
They
Again.
have.
Yeah,
Oh,
big
they
fan.
have. They already have.
They have. All right, yeah. Thanks to Mr. Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance, as always, for the sponsorship and Halpin Music Company. Make sure you tell them guys thanks because that keeps us going and helps everybody in this wonderful music scene. We call the Riverbend area, and if you want to keep up with things, of course, if you're watching the video, all these gigs in the description. You can find the links at cottonmouth.org. Plus all the cool videos and stuff we've been doing. So that does it, Pigpen. What are you going to tell everybody? I mean, who's not going to get out and support local music this weekend with Rock the Hops? I mean,
only the people who are stuck in their house.
And if they're stuck in their house, what can they do? They can get online and support, right?
They can get online. Just click I like this band. I like that band. It widens the bubble. It widens the circle. I like this venue. And keep your eyes posted. There might be some videos of some of this stuff being
And you're
posted.
going to be down at the Backroom, right, running sound?
I'm going to be running sound at the Backroom for all the really loud bands like
All right.
DiBiase.
Right on, man.
So it's going to be a good time. 33 on the needle.
Yeah. You tell Mr. Winkler I said hi.
I will.
All right.
Everybody get out and support local music.
And next week's the Glendale Riders?
Next week's Glendale Riders.
All
Jeff
right.
Bensman and company. I don't know who else come with him.
That always gets wild.
He's going to bring a giant flask or something. I don't know what
I
he's
know.
going to do.
We'll see. All right, we'll talk to you next week. Thanks for tuning in to Riverbend Talent here on the Big Z.